it's going to get a lot worse before it gets a lot better. This is what I have been talking about, guys, that this team is really not very good. And it's sad because the defense had a hell of a day today. Yes, the Houston Texans lost 40-0. Yes, we're 1-3. But this game is solely not on the defense's fault, guys. Throughout many times in the game, the Houston Texans defense was bend, don't break. The Bills were able to, to go all the way down to the red zone, and multiple times the Houston Texans stopped them. We stopped them twice on fourth down. We had an interception. We were causing fumbles. The defense was absolutely moving today. Lonnie Johnson, he did have his interception, but that's just the only bright spot he had. Dude had an absolute horrible game. Desmond King was absolutely destroyed by Stephon Diggs. Did have a nice, forced fumble. The only bright spot player I could say on this team was Justin Reed, who had the forced fumble that got recovered, by the Buffalo Bills. He is an absolute playmaker. Justin Reed has found whatever he didn't have last year, and he's looking like one of the few players that I could really say, let's bring him back next year. We saw a lot of good things from rookie, big sexy Roy Lopez with no Ross Blacklock. We saw Charles Omenihu get in there, Jonathan Grenard. We saw more Jacob Martin, and the defense did pretty good. Gruger Hill had his first start at linebacker alongside of Crix and Kirksley. He's an absolute player. His speed is what makes him dangerous. Had that big tackle for loss. I think it was it was close second that made it third and long. Christian Kirksey almost had his interception. So I can't really say the defense, did bad, but then again, they did put up 40 points on us. But if you look at when they scored those plays, guys, when they scored those touchdowns, it was actually, they didn't really score anything until the end of the fourth quarter, where you had the Zach Moss touchdown, the Mitchell Trubisky touchdown. The Buffalo Bills just beat their ass. Simple as that. We had no type of game plan for them, and that's what I think is very concerning, because we had more than a week of preparation for the Buffalo Bills. Like I said, we knew we weren't going to win this game, but for Davis Mills to only have 87 yards, no touchdowns, you only completed 11 out of 22, 50%, and then you throw 4 interceptions. Davis Mills just played like hot garbage today. The offensive line, once again, could not get the run game going. Davis Mills was sacked. They did much better than what they did last week against the Carolina Panthers. The play calling is absolutely suspect. Tim Kelly, is just looking like he needs Deshaun Watson. That's exactly what it's looking like. Like I said, Deshaun Watson has made Tim Kelly. Patrick Storm put out a tweet, or was going to put out a tweet, that's saying that maybe he needs to hand the play calling over to Pep Hamilton. Give the play calling to the man who's actually consistently working with the QB, and Pep Hamilton is. Tim Kelly is a disciple of Bill O'Brien. He's been with Bill O'Brien since all the way back in Georgia Tech. Many first down runs, wide receiver screens. Couldn't get anybody open. We couldn't scheme anybody open. Brandon Cooks was shut down by Tre'Davious White, had 5 catches, 47 yards. And besides that, only Anthony Miller had 1 catch. The only other wide receiver was Anthony Miller. Whoever is the number 2, number 3 wide receiver need to step up. And that's why I kind of can't wait for Nico Collins to come back. I want to see what him and Davis Mills could do, because these are the 2, guys who we drafted in the 3rd round. These are the, the guys who we think could be franchise guys. Someone alongside Brandon Cooks needs to step up. Phil Brown, after his one good game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, hasn't done absolutely nothing. David Johnson is just one of the worst running backs in the NFL. On one of those sacks, he just absolutely didn't do anything to block number 54. Mark Ingram, I love him to death. He is a leader. He just doesn't have it anymore. If the Houston Texans had someone like, an Arian Foster, then I wouldn't mind having him and Mark Ingram, but we don't. We're relying on 33-year-old, Mark Ingram to have something. He just doesn't. Philip Lindsay, I think, has been the biggest disappointment, so far. Had a lot of high hopes. The two 1,000-yard seasons for the first 2 years, and then last year Melvin Gordon comes in. You get injured a couple games, and then this season you just absolutely look bad. You only got 4 carries for -1 yards. Anthony Miller, we're bringing in him thinking that he's going to be better than Kiki Kuti. Is he? Is Anthony Miller better than Kiki Kuti? He was targeted 5 times, 1 catch for 3 yards. Andre Roberts had his best day as a Houston Texan, had times where he was able to get free and make some people miss. Nothing about this offense impressed me. Jordan Akins had a fumble. Nothing about this offense did anything for me. And it's sad. And it really is, because you want Davis Mills to succeed. I do want to see him do good, guys. Like, I know I've said the Houston Texans need a tank, and after 1-3, you definitely should start looking at that. With the Colts being this damn bad, with Jacksonville being this damn bad, you might have the top 5 picks all, and 3 of the teams have them. The Colts lost today. Jaguars lost on Thursday night. What a great game that was. Not only that, if the Houston Texans play Jacksonville again next week, who do you think wins? Is it the Houston Texans or the Jacksonville Jaguars? Now, this is all being said because Davis Mills is the starting quarterback. When Tyrod Taylor comes back, I don't know what or how the Houston Texans are going to play this. Are they going to give him another 2 weeks off and see what Davis Mills can do? Or have you seen enough of him? 4 interceptions is absolutely bad. Last week, he didn't look good as well. We blamed play calling. We blamed Tim Kelly. And we thought that it was going to be a quick turnaround. You're going to have actual practices, actual game film, and you absolutely wet the bed. And what does this say about David Culley? A guy who many people like. I like David Culley. I would enjoy playing for him. He was my head coach. Many times I've said he's not the future of this team. And I think it shows that he was that he's been assistant for most of his career. What adjustments did you see from the game? Absolutely none. You still came out. You tried to protect Davis Mills. You kept on running the football. The Bills gave you chances to throw the ball, and then Davis Mills turned the ball over. It is going to get absolutely bad before it gets much better. I still have hopes for when Tyrod Taylor comes back. I want to see what he can do. Do the Houston Texans say just take the year off and we'll start next season? Who knows? But for one thing I know is that the Houston Texans are 1-3. They did, I could have gone out there and did what the Houston Texans did. But that's just the world we live in, guys. Houston Texans are 1-3. Let me know what you think about this game. Let me know what you think about Davis Mills. As always, guys, go Texans. You guys have a blessed day.